Hi everybody, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Beautiful Life, and it is now August, so I thought I would share with you the rest of the layouts I got done in July. I'm very sorry if I share anything I've already showed you. I just can't quite remember on a couple of them. So this is all of them with the exception of one layout that I just posted for my refresh, and the reason why is it's absolutely stuck in the album and I can't get it out. So if you want to see that one, just go ahead and look back just the very next video or two and it's there. And it's not my favorite layout anyway, so you're not missing a whole lot. So this is my end stack. This one isn't so long, so it should be a lot quicker. First layout is of Jackson and his little friend Hunter, and they had a very early morning spring play date one day, and so I just wanted to really document that. And I was using up some scraps. July was use it up month. I'm telling you, I very rarely did I actually use new full sheets of 12 by 12 pattern paper. There's a couple of them like this background piece. It is, but that's rare. A lot of times I just pulled from my scraps. So I was really proud about that. So there's this layout. Pretty simple. This was for a sketch on the Victoria Marie Facebook group challenge this month. This is the one I think I might have already shared with you, but I can't remember. I was doing some scrap lifting from Shamel Lane, and I was following her 4x6 photo love series, and I just picked like four of the videos and re-scrap lift them to my taste. But I absolutely love these pictures of my little guy. And I loved how he's playing it. He's playing right here, and there's all this space, so it was the perfect spot for embellishment, which I really liked. And then my journaling is within both of these tags, so I have some hidden journaling going on there as well. A really simple layout, but I love the way it turned out. And I had this really pretty pattern paper, and this is scrap, but it matched with his little coat there, so it worked really well. So there's that one. This is another layout that is a scrap lift from a sketch from Chameline, and I have two of them, so you'll see the other one of it further back. This one is what the sketch actually looked like. It's to use these triangles, or sorry, these diamonds. So it's just a square of pattern paper, and then of course you put it on the diagonal so it makes it a diamond. And I wanted to document these random photos I took of Jackson one day. He wasn't feeling very good and he just wanted to be in mommy's arms, and it was really sweet and I really enjoyed that. And there's this quote that I really have been wanting to put on a layout, and I think I'm going to put it somewhere where it's more visible as well. But I wanted to use this up, and what it says is, "A mother's arms are made out of tenderness, and children sleep soundly in them." And that's a quote from Victor Hugo, and I just really love it. And even though he's not sleeping in this, I wanted to add that there. So I really love the way this turned out. And I just did a little bit of layering, and that was it. It was really simple, but it's a really neat layout. I created this one from I was watching something or looking at something on Pinterest, and I love the way that they did this with their pattern paper. And I've always just done it like on one side, like the top and whatnot, but I've never seen it done with both, like top and bottom. So complete scrap lift, and I love the inspiration. So I took that, and there used to be something right here, and it's missing. So if I ever find it, I'll put it back. It's a little bicycle, I believe, but I love this. And this is just talking about how my little guy had to get a bigger car seat a lot earlier than a lot of babies do, just because of his size. He always had a good 10 pounds on all the other kids. So that's just kind of what it's talking about. I really love that. This layout I just posted on the Crafty Maven getaway for a Twerk It Thursday sketch that I did with Rachel Reynolds, which was really fun. And I have a bit of tape there that I'm just trying to get off, but that's okay. And I just titled it Sleepy Jacks, and it's just talking about this sweet photo that we took of Jackson. And if you want to check out the process video for it, just go over to the Scrappy Maven Getaway channel, and I'll put the link below. Here is the other layout I was talking about, how it's from the same sketch, so it's just completely switched. The first one was like this, right? I just switched it over. And there is no journaling to this one. I was thinking about adding it and I didn't really have a lot to say. It just honestly, it was a normal day with Jackson in July. Like this was what our days were like. We hung out on the couch. He got really excited when Daddy got home. We worked on his leg strength um, and trying to walk. He loved to stand. So, and just him being adorable. So I didn't have journaling, which is very rare for me. I'm one that loves my journaling, but I didn't do it for this one. I love this. I used some mixed collection of pattern paper, but I really love the way this turned out. So I was proud of that one. And this is for a lifted episode that I do with Jen Stokes. We are now on a bi-weekly schedule, so we're posting every second and fourth Thursdays of the month now. So look for another episode next Thursday. But this one was a lift from the lovely Kelly English, and she had a really cool layout she did about National Donut Day. And she had this L shape layout. And my inspiration from it was doing that part and then spreading it this way, but with these photos. And I just really wanted to do something about how much I actually enjoyed pregnancy. I was so lucky, and I didn't really have morning sickness. I did have gestational diabetes to deal with, but it was under control and it was okay. It was a milder case, so like I didn't have to take insulin or anything like that. And I did go to the hospital once because I had gotten food poisoning. But other than that, I had a very smooth pregnancy. So I used some of this Basic Grey Highline collection that is so bright and so normally not something I would use, but I did. And then I used this fuchsia pink color, purplish pink color. Once again, I normally would never use it. And so then I was able to bring out some other kind of brighter colors. And then I just titled it My Bump, My Lovely Baby Bump, which is a play off of a Victoria Marie Facebook challenge to use song title for your title. And I just switched it obviously because the song title is My Hump, My Lovely Lady Humps, or whatever it's called from that song a gazillion years ago. This layout is also one of my favorites. I really had fun this month with my layouts. And I wanted to do a very non-traditional Christmas layout documenting how much I enjoy decorating. Christmas actually isn't my favorite holiday. I enjoy Thanksgiving. In Canada, Thanksgiving actually isn't as big of a deal as it is in the States, but I grew up in the States, so I've always really enjoyed the meaning of Thanksgiving and the fact that there's no presents involved, there's no nothing. It's just being with family, so I actually enjoy that more. But I love Christmas for like the decorations and what it stands for. So that's kind of what my journaling's talking about. And then this is another one that I did for that Chameline 4x6 photo class that I just took a few from. And then I just titled it Xmas Decor. And I love this layout. I did some stitching on it as well. And I think it turned out really good, really well. I don't know. This layout is really fun and I'm actually surprised. It doesn't actually look like something I would make. I know it's me, like I can see it with my embellishments and stuff, but honestly, I don't know that I would have ever thought to make this if I hadn't seen someone else kind of layer their photos like this. So I'm really sorry because I cannot think of your name. But she posted it on both Victoria Marie Facebook group and Nicole Jones 911, and she had done a few layouts and posted them all at once. And she did one where it was layering like this, but it was flipped. And so I took that inspiration. I loved how she had done that, and then just piled on some embellishments. So I did a triangle, and then my journaling. The one part I'm not in love with is how I've placed my journaling. I think maybe I should have done hidden journaling, but I had done my stitching everything before I thought about my journaling, which is a big no-no. You're not supposed to do that. You should always think about where you want to put your journaling first, but that's okay. It's fine, and I did it in gray instead of black, so it still stands out, but it's not like, whoa, there's a lot of journaling awkwardly placed. So I'm all right with it. And I titled it, my favorite part of this layout is I titled it Summer Wonderland. So a complete play off of Winter Wonderland. And I used up this acrylic word that I have had for probably 3 or 4 years. So that made me very, very happy. And there's that layout. 2 more and I'm done. So let me do this one first so it's easier. So this layout is the last one for the Chamel Lane sketch that I was, or class that I did. And it's these adorable photos of Sean and Jackson and just how I'm kind of just writing about how there's no better place and you don't feel any safer than you do when you're in your daddy's arms for Jackson. Basically is what I'm saying. So kind of some personal journaling, but it wasn't so personal it needed to be hidden. So I just did it on this really pretty card and that's where I pulled the colors from. And then I did a very simple title and just called it Comfort and a tiny, tiny bit of embellishment. So I really, really enjoy the way that one turned out as well. And the last one is again for a Victoria Marie Facebook challenge. I was trying to get caught up and it was to document yourself right now. So I am not exactly sure who posted this. Again, I'm so sorry, but she had titled her layout Me Right Now and I loved how she did that. So I simply copied that, did what is going on in my life right now in the month of June. I had this picture taken in June and I kind of just played off of that even though this was a July sketch. So there we go, my layouts for the end of July. If you want to see the beginning of July, I will post that as well. I did a lot of layouts in July. I don't think I've ever created so many layouts ever. But I had a lot of fun. So thanks everyone so much and I will be back really soon for some more fun stuff. Bye!